Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am Dipanjan and today I'm very excited to share with you my passion for Vedic Astrology or Jyotish, and this is my very first video. I'm making this video because I wanted to bring to you simple techniques to understand how Jyotish can help us live a purposeful, meaningful life. In my definition, that's a successful life. So today I'm going to talk about the sun, position of sun in our horoscope, and from there how we can find out our true purpose in life. Now when I look at a horoscope, one of the first things I notice is the position of sun and Rahu and Ketu. If you can decode the meaning of the positions of these three entities, you know what that individual's life is all about. Sun is the natural Atma Karaka, meaning significator of the soul. Where sun is placed in a chart will show what actions the soul is here to perform. In Vedic astrology, life's purpose is often linked to dharma, one's righteous duty or life's role within society. The sun and the 10th house, which is also the house of career and public life, in a birth chart are often indicators of one's purpose. And also Rahu and Ketu, they're often called the nodes of the moon. They are also very important in understanding an individual's destiny and direction in life. The sun represents the core essence and the Atma in a worldly context, guiding the person toward the Dharma. The 10th house relates to the outer expression of the self, including one's role in the public life, one's career, one's status, reputation, and how one manifests their abilities or talents in the world. On the other hand, Rahu and Ketu, they give deeper insights into the soul's karma, what the soul has come to achieve, that is Rahu, and what it must release or let go, that's Ketu. So life's purpose can be thought of as the expression of the soul's lessons and growth through action in the material world. Now today I'm going to talk about how you can know your true purpose of life by looking at just the placement of sun in your Vedic birth chart. You can use any available free software on the internet to create your Vedic birth chart or horoscope. Please be aware that Vedic astrology uses the sidereal horoscope, not the Western tropical. So please use a Vedic horoscope. The house in which the sun is placed represents the area of life where a person is meant to shine and make a meaningful contribution. Each house represents different aspects of life. So let's begin with the first house. Now, if the sun is in the first house, then that often indicates a person whose life purpose is closely tied to self-expression, leadership, or developing a strong sense of individuality. They are meant to stand up, take initiative, and lead by example. These people are natural born leaders. If it is in the second house, this placement suggests a life purpose related to wealth, resources, family, and values. The life's purpose of this individual may be focused on establishing material security or working to build a legacy. If sun is in the third house, sun here indicates a purpose related to communication, sharing with people, learning, networking. It often signifies a person who is meant to share their knowledge, meant to share their skills, their creative expression, creative self-expression. If the sun is in fourth house, that suggests that one's life purpose involves home, family, emotional stability, and nurturing, The individual may find fulfillment through creating a strong, supportive family foundation or focusing on emotional well-being. Fifth house is the house of creativity, expression, children. If someone has a fifth house sun, that means that person may be meant to inspire others through artistic endeavors, teaching, or playing a significant role in the education and growth of others. Sixth house sun can point to a life purpose connected to health, service, and overcoming challenges. The individual might be drawn to work that involves helping others, or improving their own well-being and discipline. Sixth house is discipline. Seventh house sun suggests a purpose centered on relationships, often collaborations, partnerships. This individual may be meant to work in or through partnerships, often in a leadership role, but the work will involve partnership. Eighth house is a deep placement. Eighth house is a Dusthana house in Vedic astrology, but if you have sun there, that suggests that one's life purpose is related to transformation, interest in the mysteries of life, and perhaps dealing with occult studies, astrology. The person may experience profound life changes or be drawn to uncover hidden truths. One of the very famous examples of eighth house sun is Albert Einstein. His life completely transformed, and we all know what contributions he made in the science, the theory of relativity. Ninth house is a very spiritual placement, indicating that the individual's purpose might be connected to higher knowledge, philosophy. This person can be a teacher. This person can love traveling, or whatever they do, like travel is a part of that. The sun here often points to someone who will shine in areas of spirituality, higher education, or like this person is constantly broadening their horizons through knowledge. If sun is in 10th house, this is the best placement. This signifies a strong career with a public life focus. This individual is meant to shine in their profession or public endeavors. This person can be a politician. They can be a leader, like community leader, or any kind of position that is involved in governing or administrative role, or they can be somebody in their community where everybody looks up to him or her. So their field of work mostly involves public life. It could be a very high government position as well. 11th house sun often points to a person whose life purpose involves working with groups, big organizations like NGOs and stuff, networks. This individual might shine through humanitarian causes, working towards a collective goal or making a difference through social connections. Like I mentioned, NGOs are a very good fit. 12th house placement indicates a purpose connected to spirituality, service, or selfless work. This individual may be drawn to work behind the scenes, focusing on the unseen world or delving into mystical or spiritual studies. They are often also drawn into, the spy world. They can work for spy agencies and feel very fulfilled doing that. So these are the 12 houses where a placement of sun indicates what kind of energy that person will be drawn to. But we also need to look at the zodiac sign placement. Now, if sun is in Aries, because Sun's sign gives insight into the manner in which this person will fulfill their life's purpose. It represents the inherent qualities and characteristics that drive a person towards their righteous dharma. Now, if Sun is in Aries, again, Aries is the first house of the natural Kalpurush Kundali. So it's sort of like Sun in the first house. But Aries, the sign itself, will add a flavor to the position of the Sun. So in this case, if a person's Sun is in Aries, that person is likely to pursue goals with a lot of drive, energy, and courage. Aries Sun natives make excellent leaders due to their decisiveness, courage, and willingness to take the initiative. They actually they're not afraid to make tough decisions and are willing to shoulder responsibility. They are fearless. Their fearlessness allows them to confront challenges. They confront challenges head on and take risks that others might avoid. This boldness can lead to great personal and professional success for the Aries Sun people. So these people are characterized by high energy and motivation. They can motivate other people. They're always optimistic. They see the glass half full. They never see the glass half empty. So they make they're natural born leaders, and they make good entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs. They thrive in careers where they can take charge and lead a team. They're particularly well suited for roles in management, military, because Mars gets involved, right? Aries is ruled by Mars. Also sports, or any field that requires quick decision making and action. They're very competitive and ambitious. They are not afraid to take risks, as I mentioned earlier, and they're also very innovative. Now, Taurus. If somebody has Sun in Taurus, what does that mean? That means the core identity and life's purpose of this individual are centered around building and maintaining stability, security, and comfort. The Taurus Sun person's soul is learning to express itself through steady, grounded efforts. They are slow but steady, and they take their time to analyze situations and make decisions. But they're very practical, and their practicality makes them good at handling finances, material resources, and business affairs. But one important characteristics of these people are they're very stubborn. They're very rigid in their views, and they are also resistant to change. If they decide on a course of action, they stick with it. Taurus individuals rarely change course, and therefore these individuals excel in careers that require patience, practicality, and attention to detail, such as finance, banking, real estate, or anything that involves managing resources. Because Taurus is ruled by Venus, so this Venus connection also makes them ideal for professions related to art, beauty, fashion, design, or culinary arts. And they're very very steady, methodical people. So rather than seeking immediate fame or glory, they will stick with a project over the long term, and often they'll work to the top by sticking to that course of action. And now, if Sun is in Gemini, life's purpose here involves communication, learning, and intellectual exploration. A Gemini Sun is a person who thrive when they can express their ideas, share their ideas, connect with others. They feel happy when their Life is centered around intellectual growth. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is a significator of intelligence. So they feel fulfilled. These people feel satisfied doing something which is related to communication, intellectual processes. They want to be mentally active all the time. They're curious people seeking to express themselves through knowledge. They're always looking for knowledge, learning, but they're also at the same time want to interact with people and share that knowledge, share whatever they learned. So communications become a very important part of their work. So they can be good journalists, bloggers. They also make good teachers, motivational speakers, and they thrive in fields of marketing, advertising, public relations. That needs persuasive communication. They can also pursue careers in academic research because that involves a lot of intellectual activity, medical research, psychology, any other field where the emphasis is on exploring, questioning, and expanding knowledge. Languages, they're very good in languages. They can be language teachers. They can be good in performing arts, social media, content creator, influencer, you name it. Careers in IT and tech sector. All these things are like Gemini's sun. So they will be very happy if they could be in these areas. They want to somehow express themselves, their intelligence, their mental sharpness. If sun is in Cancer, this individual may feel fulfilled in professions that allow them to connect emotionally with others. They are very focused in protecting their loved ones and the environments. They sort of like feel valued when they work to foster emotional growth and security. They're big on security. They want to create secure environments, and they're also nurturing. So they find value, or they find their purpose through caring for others. They feel happy when their life's work is aligned with providing care, especially to loved ones. So there's a deep desire to act as a protector or caregiver. So they it could be in a professional capacity or in a personal, within their personal relationships, but that component has to be there. So this placement leads naturally to roles that require emotional support, caretaking, careers like nurses, therapists, and counselors. They can be doctors as well. But that component of care and nurture has to be there. They do very well in matters of real estate, creating secure environments. So they could be real estate agents, or property managers. They can be working in advocacy groups that are very rewarding because you do something for other people. And Cancer is a sign which is very fluid. It's a water sign, so they can be artist or musician as well. At the same time, the nurture aspect is there, but there is an aspect of protection. So they can be security consultants or bodyguards or in military or law enforcement. That those roles involve care and protection. So that's Cancer, and then they can either be doing working professionally or have their own business, but that component needs to be there in order for them to feel fulfilled in their life's purpose. If your sun is in Leo, life's purpose here involves self-expression, creativity, and leadership. Leo is all about leadership. Sun is Leo is ruled by Sun. So when Sun is in own sign, this individual is meant to shine and inspire others to they're charismatic individuals. Their charisma and vitality is like out in the open for everybody will notice that person. And they also are natural leaders. Self-expression, leadership, recognition, all these things are necessary for them to feel valued or truly aligned with their life's purpose. These individuals are likely to excel in careers that allow them to take on leadership roles, showcase their creative talents, and always be on the spotlight. Always the spotlight has to be on them. It sort of gives some ego issues, but if they are truly aligned with their life's purpose and they are in the right position, I think they can handle that. So whether in entertainment, business, public speaking, arts, politics, Sun in Leo individuals, their sense of fulfillment is through personal achievement, prestige, status, all these things. And they are very good at inspiring others. Like they can play their role model role. And their natural charisma, confidence, and generosity often make them born leaders. They radiate they have a presence. They radiate warmth and inspire others to follow. CEOs, like top leadership roles in high echelons of any institution, executives, entrepreneurs, also if they are into creative professions, like if they're artists or designers, they'll be at the top of their league. They make good politicians. They're very good in politics. They make political leaders or activists, or they can make like top government officers, public servants. They can be coaches as well. In sports, if they go into sports, they will become the captain of the team. So overall, they're very comfortable with roles that require high visibility and status. So a Leo Sun will thrive in careers where they can lead, express their creative brilliance, and feel valued for what they're bringing to the table. If the Sun is in Virgo Sun native's life path is often one of self-improvement, because Virgo is also Mercury is another sign, but it's the natural 6th house, so there is a service component linked here. So this individual will feel fulfilled, satisfied if they are able to provide service to others, and a focus on perfectionism because of the Mercury aspect. They are very perfectionists in their everyday life, and their soul's deeper mission revolves around finding fulfillment through useful work, service, establishing order. This is also a very practical placement. They want to make practical contributions to the world. A Virgo Sun person might find fulfillment through helping others and refining systems. They may feel happy being a healthcare provider. Say they can be doctors, nurses, therapists, pharmacists, or social worker. They also want to create order in the environment they are in. So problem solving is a critical component of their process of working. They are likely to feel most content when they're organizing and improving the systems around them. like managing projects, teams, and resources in a very structured and organized way, like a project manager does, or an operations manager does. But they can make good researchers as well. They can be working as an editor of or a proofreader of a journal or a publication house, or Virgo, Mercury, finding out errors. Their mission may involve dedicating themselves to mastering a skill, improving processes. They're always trying to improve the processes, raising the standards always. They feel fulfilled when they see that their work is thorough, precise, and of the highest quality. So they can thrive in basically quality control kind of positions, and also R&D, science and technology research. They can do very good accounting, or financial analysts. These people, so Virgo Sun is very good for this kind of work. Now, Libra Sun person is life's purpose is focused on relationships, partnerships, collaboration. Also, Libra is about balance. So these people want to create balance in their surroundings. So they can be a good negotiator, or like they can become a good peacemaker. So these people are very good in very good diplomats, so to say. They know that true power comes from cooperation, negotiation, maintaining some kind of an equilibrium, and they may be drawn to roles where they can mediate or guide others to find balance. Be it personal relationships, be it political, in the political arena, or at the societal level. They sort of like have this inherent ability to navigate social dynamics, because they have this inherent ability of cultivating empathy. They want to promote equality. They want to establish a balance, and they can work towards that. So they can become a very good marriage counselor, relationship therapist, life coach, conflict resolution specialist, a diplomat. I always felt like Libra Sun makes very good diplomat. International relations expert. Sometimes you have this position called cultural attaché in the foreign service. They can become foreign service officers as well. And establishing balance, where we need balance the most, justice. So they can make good lawyers, judges, maybe public prosecutors, like attorney general. They prefer HR or PR, like human resources or public relations roles. If they are in those roles, they feel they are satisfied working, and they are truly aligned with their life's purpose. Scorpio is a very difficult sign, so to say, and it involves transformation. So it's natural 8th house, and it's ruled by Mars. So it's very difficult to determine which path this individual will be inspired to take, because these people often has a life path that leads them through intense emotional or psychological experiences. So it's difficult. But on the other hand, these people are willing to go deeper. So they will feel very satisfied if they're engaged in deep thinking, research. Some of these people make excellent astrologers, and these people can also thrive in professions like clinical psychologist or therapist, which involves deep emotional issues to deal with, like addiction counselor, hypnotherapist. These kind of very rare but very important professions that require this kind of mindset to go deep within and figure out what's going on. So these people are excellent researchers. Well, actually, I have my sun in Scorpio, so I am a professional scientist, and I also study astrology, so it makes sense. Because these people are intensely curious about what lies beneath the surface. And then they often have an innate drive to uncover secrets, reveal hidden truths. That's what a researcher does, right? And understand the hidden forces that shape life. So, seeking out the truth, that's the basic theme. But the process that these people want to take is transformational. Most of the time, their life becomes upside down. But they could become successful detectives, forensic investigator, criminal investigator, or journalists who specialize in investigative reporting. Healing is also part of Scorpio, so medical profession comes within that, especially surgery or specialties dealing with life or death situations. Scorpio's 8th house, which is the house of longevity. So these kind of professions also are very suitable for them, and they have a deep sense of purpose in healing. But that process of healing should come through a transformational, like drastic, life-changing procedures, like a surgery does to a person. So they can make excellent surgeons, or life and death situations. So they are drawn towards fields like trauma surgery, or maybe oncology. A patient who is a terminally ill patient might need some kind of a transformational therapy or procedure that these people can provide. So they are drawn to understanding the nature of transformational processes, and that is the research, and they thrive in that environment. That's very unique to these people. But on the surface, they are also they can be a financial advisor, wealth manager, because 8th house is other people's money. So hedge fund manager, investment banker. Our 8th house also shows taxes, so maybe tax strategist, and those aspects of law that involves investigation. So, for example, criminal defense attorney, where they have to delve deeper into the case, do some research, and that kind of stuff. They're also very, very drawn to mysticism, psychology, or introspection. So all these things will make sense to them, which may not make sense to others. And if they involve themselves in these activities, they feel their life's purpose is fulfilled. So that's Scorpio sun. And Sagittarius, life's purpose is linked to higher knowledge. Sagittarius is the 9th sign and ruled by Jupiter. So a Sagittarius sun person is often on a quest for truth, adventure, because it's a fire sign, and also these people are also drawn to spirituality. They want to expand their spiritual possibilities. So Sagittarius, these people are always philosophical in nature. They always ask questions that are philosophical in nature, and they learn and they expand, and they have a deep desire to understand the bigger picture of life, exploring universal truths, like spiritual insights and higher learning. They're lifelong seekers, not just of knowledge, but one layer on top of it, where knowledge becomes wisdom. So they are they're mostly they feel very alive, very vibrant when they're doing this. They are traveling, or they're learning. They're always broadening their horizons. They could be also traveling physically to new foreign lands, and that also expands the worldview, experiencing new things and seeking new adventures. But they can also become good teachers, because once they have all this knowledge, they want to share it. They want to teach. So they can be drawn to roles that allow them to inspire others through public speaking. Like maybe they have their own podcast or something. Usually they're hopeful, they're idealistic, and that makes them natural motivators or inspirers. So if you think of these kind of people, I would say the ideal roles they can perform could be a university professor or lecturer, maybe a philosophy professor, or a professor in social sciences, or a researcher who is pursuing their research on social sciences. That kind of roles they want to perform in this society. They can also become a very humanitarian worker, working in the NGOs, social activist. They can become a government official that is in charge of these departments. So any environment where they can explore, they can teach, they can inspire, and live life on their own terms, that is Sun in Sagittarius. So that's the life's purpose. Then when Sun is in Capricorn is a very structured sign. It's the sign ruled by Saturn. It's Earth sign. So it's associated with hard work. It's associated with perseverance and long-term goals. So people with this placement are typically driven to achieve success through dedication and effort, hard work. They are ambitious and they're goal-oriented. They're usually very focused on their ambitions, and they are disciplined. They're responsible. Capricorn is all about responsibility. They're often seen as very reliable, dependable people, and they're serious about their duties. At the same time, they are very grounded, very, I would not say humble, but they are pragmatic. They prefer practical solutions over abstract ideas. So they have a keen sense of what works in the real world. I want that solution that works. So they're that kind of people. So they may appear a little bit serious because of that, and that's Sun in Capricorn. But they feel very fulfilled in their heart if they are in services which offer this opportunity. For example, they could be drawn to roles in the government or public service. They can also be in the business and corporate leadership because they have patience, they have strategic thinking, they have all the stuff that is needed to climb the corporate ladder, slow but steady with a focused approach. And these people can build successful businesses because it takes time. They can also go into finance and banking and all these fields that needs a lot of patience and a structured approach and responsibility. All these areas. Now moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius Sun is a very unique placement. Aquarius is a sign that it's an air sign. Okay, it's also ruled by Saturn, but it's co-ruled by Rahu, and Rahu brings in this element of innovation in it, and it also has the nature of going deep within and doing some research to reveal some hidden aspects. So that aspect comes from Rahu here, and it also infuses this sign with an intellectual and forward-thinking nature. So the placement of Sun here suggests that the person is meant to embrace, because of Rahu, this person will never conform to the conventions. So that gives like an out-of-box thinking. Sort of like this person will love intellectual freedom. I want to do my way, and this is very unique, very different from what others can offer. So that kind of stuff. But this person will be drawn to ideals that serve a collective purpose. Isn't that interesting? So this person will be innovative, but also visionary. Their purpose in life may involve bringing new ideas to life, or being part of revolutionary changes in society that never happened before. This person has ideas that can bring in that change, and they'll be fiercely independent. They'll be individualistic, and these are people who may have a strong urge to follow their own path and resist conventional expectations. That's Aquarius Sun. They also love autonomy. They prioritize intellectual freedom. They love autonomy, and they love everything over and above the societal norms. They will not be ready to conform to the traditional path of success. So these are unique people, and they're also at the same time humanitarian and idealistic. That is the reason why they sometimes appear a little eccentric, and I think the polite way of putting it is unconventional. But Aquarius Sun, they do have a flair for eccentricity, and Sun in Aquarius people often prefer doing things in a very unconventional way. So they surprise others. They always surprise others. So they can go into activism. They can go like non-profit work, human rights organizations, political reform, fighting for marginalized communities, creating a fairer world, more inclusive system. These are all Aquarius Sun people, because they have a natural affinity for abstract thinking and intellectual curiosity. So they can make good scientific researchers. They can go into fields like space exploration, that kind of science, or cutting edge medical research also. I mean, environmental science, all kinds of scientific approaches towards knowledge. These people make a very good researcher because they are contributing to the humanity's understanding of the world or the universe. So they can become professors, teachers. They can always offer new perspectives and like pulling their own field forward, always challenging the conventional thinking. So because they bring fresh, progressive ideas into the world. They sort of like challenge the outdated systems. So these are the people who bring social change. That's Aquarius Sun. So in order to fulfill their life's purpose, they have to be aligned with this kind of work. That'll bring them fulfillment. That'll create a sense of satisfaction. That's when they'll be content with themselves. Otherwise, they'll be in constant friction with themselves. That's not good for themselves. Okay, the last sign, Pisces. Pisces Sun person may feel drawn to artistic or healing professions. Pisces is ruled by Jupiter, but it has a component of spirituality, compassion, creativity, all blended together. So the life's purpose of someone with Sun in Pisces is to they would be deeply emotional within, but they can actually harness that ability of spiritual and emotional connecting to the undercurrents of emotional undercurrents of spiritual nature. They can actually heal people. They could become very good healers. So their life path is likely to involve compassion, creativity, and service, and with a desire to bring beauty and love and healing to the world, because they feel an inner drive to uplift others, and through spiritual teachings, through acts of kindness. That's Pisces Sun, and they are sort of altruistic at the same time. They are sometimes self-sacrificing to achieve these. So they can, whatever they do, they can go into creative fields like artistic fields like music, painting, sculpture, writing, acting, or dance. Whatever they do, they have this ability to tap into their emotions and their imagination, and they can lead to profound artistic expression, often creating great arts. Sun in Pisces individuals are drawn to careers in healing, whether as therapists, counselors, social workers, nurses. They can also prefer the alternative medicine practices like, the energy healing, Reiki practitioners. They can become those things because they have a natural ability to connect with others and offer emotional and spiritual support. So that is something they would like to use in their line of work, such as like they can become spiritual teachers. They can become yoga instructors. They can, I don't want to say this, but some people might find they are more aligned to renunciation. Like they can become monks, or maybe they can become a minister in a church, something like that, because their soul's purpose is revolving around helping others in their spiritual journey, offering wisdom, comfort, and inspiration to other people, so that they can realize their own spiritual goals. That is Sun in Pisces. They're compassionate people, and therefore they can also feel fulfilled if they can serve humanity in some capacity. Like they are drawn to work in non-profits as well. Like for any charitable causes, because Pisces is great for charity because it's the natural 12th house, and spirituality because it's ruled by Jupiter. So these people have a flair of going into or working in areas like poverty alleviation. They can involve themselves in activities like refugee support, animal welfare, these kind of things, environmental conservation. These roles allow them to express their idealism and a desire to create a better world. So they may work with underprivileged communities, people in crisis, or like vulnerable populations, minorities, and they deserve some kind of like a healing energy to be involved in their way they are expressing themselves. So they can also, because they deal with emotions, they're very good at dealing with emotions. They can also go into psychology or like psychiatry, those kind of professions, because they can connect with others' emotional psychological states. Sometimes they come across like empaths. It's not a good place to be in terms of an average individual, but if you have Sun in Pisces, you feel amazing when you help another person through deep emotional and psychological healing. So that's the Pisces, that's Sun in Pisces. So compassion, creativity, and service, that's Sun in Pisces. So check your Sun's position and reflect on your own natural tendencies, ambitions, desires, and your natural skill sets. Maybe you're already on your true path. If you're not, maybe you can do something about it. So my take is that if you are aligned with your true life's purpose, then you will feel a sort of fulfillment or satisfaction in whatever you do. No matter if you may not be having a lot of material wealth or success or recognition, but deep within yourself you will feel a sort of satisfaction and fulfillment. That is success to me. So I don't want to make this video too long. In the next video I will discuss about another aspect, which is about the karma, and we'll discuss Rahu and Ketu. So stay tuned. But before I end this video, let me know in the comments, would you like more videos explaining Jyotish, or would you prefer weekly, monthly forecasts like other astrologers do? Your feedback means a lot to me. So if you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Your support will inspire me to continue creating videos like this. Until then, namaskar and thank you for watching.